Hey everyone, today I want to kind of just talk about the Saints Row Reboot story and what I'm kind of hoping to get from it. This is going to be a quick video, but I kind of want to just talk about what my expectations are for the story and what I really want to see in it, so let's get into it. So first of all, I want a decently long story. I know that the whole 25 missions is kind of scary, and I've been talking about it with people about how long the game's actually going to be, but I would like a fairly long, drawn-out story opposed to a very short story like, say, Saints Row the Third. A story with lots of twists and turns and emotional points that made me go, holy shit, kind of like Saints Row 2, where it's not a very short story, it's quite a long story and it has its emotional points. I'd want a story more like that. I'd like to see these characters get really developed and kind of learn more about them. I feel like, right now, at least for me, I don't know too much about these characters, and that's obvious. The game's not out, I'm not expected to. But with this being a new origin story, it really has to set the roots and seeds of Saints Row and, these characters' backstories. And if they spend a lot of this game kind of just going into the backstory of the Saints and making them more likable, I would be okay with that. I really hope the enemy factions are fun and interesting to fight. I'm hoping that they're a blast to take down, and even if they don't follow along the more serious lines, which I kind of hope they do, I hope that at least the missions are unique and fun and kind of allow me to have a blast whilst playing through them. And I hope that at least there's semi-serious moments in the story. But even if they don't go down the serious route, I hope there's at least plot points that maybe go, holy shit, we gotta take this down. I want them to be hated, essentially. What I feel like was beautiful, and this is something I don't think is spoken about quite enough in Saints Row. One thing I think is beautiful about the enemies in Saints Row is, no matter what game, you hate them. You want them to die. Like in Saints Row 1, you can't fucking stand the enemy lieutenants. In Saints Row 2, it's the exact same. I mean, look at Shogo. When you kill that guy, you are so happy he's dead. Same with Mero. Look at Saints Row 3, you want Killbane dead, and it's why that option to kill Killbane is that much more justified and almost, the one you want to pick instead of saving Shaundi. And in Saints Row 4, you fucking hate Zinyak, so I'm hoping that, the reboot can follow along the lines of having these hated villains, because that's what makes them good. And I'm not sure if it will, but that's kind of what I'm hoping for with that. I'm hoping the gameplay is really unique, and it's not these boring, go here, do this, go here, do this, kind of like Saints Row 4 was. There's a point in Saints Row 4 where it's kind of just like, go here, activate this, go here, activate this, and I kind of hated that. I hope that the missions are a bit more varied and have a lot more activities to it. I also hope that activities aren't a part of the mission. I hope the missions are unique experiences and don't have stuff like Guardian Angel thrown in. I highly doubt it with Criminal Ventures, but you never really know. One thing that really annoyed me with Saints Row 3 is it felt like the map was just kind of tacked on and it was just this little set for the story. I want the map to feel incorporated into the story. If there's a big ass factory, I want that to be, incorporated into the story. So if there's a car production mission, I want to be in that factory. I don't want it to just feel like I'm driving throughout the city to drive throughout the city. I want the story to complement the map and the map to complement the story and have this sort of back and forth that makes it feel very atmospheric and kind of gets me excited to drive around Santo Elisa. And with the map looking so good, I really hope they do incorporate it and make it so I have to go all around the map and every part of the map is useful in this game, which I really feel they will. I really hope as well that the missions allow me to get enough of each side of content. I want enough driving segments, I want enough shooting segments, I want enough wingsuit segments. I want it to kind of allow me to play how I want and let me get enough time of each mode as I want. I hope the story is also quite hard. Recently, I've been trying to play games on harder difficulties, and Saints Row 2 and 1 on the difficulties they are, it's quite hard as it is, but Saints Row 3 and 4 are piss easy. I really hope the reboot can go more with Agents of Mayhem style, which is where there's plenty of options to pick from when it comes to difficulty, and you're rewarded for picking the harder options. I would really like that. I hate games where it's like, yeah, you can pick hard, but the enemies are just harder and you get nothing from it. I want to be rewarded for playing hard difficulty. I want to feel good about myself, So, I feel like if they can make it so you get more respect, more cash for playing on a harder difficulty, that'd be really cool. But at the very least, I want this origin story to be how I love the Saints. I want it to make me fall in love with Saints Row and really support the new direction. The map and gameplay has got me on board with Saints Row. It's just up to the story now to get me fully on board. And I personally think they can pull it off, but that depends on how much variety is in the story, how the story's set out, how serious it is, and how much I like the characters by the end of it. Let me know what you want in the story. I really think they can pull it off and make it a very good game. But Who knows? Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.